It's your boyfriend. You don't know anything. Okay, let's get started, shall we? Boom. All right, here we go. I want to listen to a particular song to get us started. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so the big thing we have to solve first this morning is we can't pass. Oh, my scroll's backwards. I don't know why that didn't work. There we go. We have to solve not passing the client to this and making a request to, let's see here, auth. Where's API auth? Yeah, right here. Is that the file I'm in? No, okay. We need to make a request to this endpoint here. And we need to do it in such a way that we don't use the client. I don't know how you do it, dude. Do you ever sleep? Yeah, I sleep. I probably got, let's see here. I don't even know how to do time. I went to bed before midnight last night, which probably means I fell asleep right around midnight. And then I would have woke up at about an hour ago at 6:15. The thing that motivated me, something happened, Haley, last year. Was it last year? Yeah. Right after I turned 30, last February, uh, I started waking up early. I don't know why. But then I kind of fell in love with it because like I've always like programmed on the side and I just like love working on open source and stuff. But like with a full-time job and everything, it's like really sometimes demotivating and you don't actually get enough time to do it after work or in the evenings. And I found that waking up early and doing the things I want to do, one, I got a lot more time to do it, and two, I had a lot more energy to do it. So that like kept me motivated, and that's like what built my habit of getting up early. It's like either I can either sleep in and lose out on the things I want to do with my free time, or wake up and hang out with friends in Twitch chat and do the things I want. So it kind of works out. If I got up earlier to do Gleam before work, I would totally just not start my actual job. I have to set myself like a hard stop at 10. Like, there are definitely days where I get like real sucked into what I'm doing on stream. It's like, damn it, I don't want to stop. In your head. Why do we have the cover version of this? We don't want the cover of this. The cranberries. Gotta get the OG. I think the lead singer of the Cranberries passed away in the past year or two. She's a freaking legend. All right, we don't need Slack open. Close that. And okay, so what do we actually need to make this request? Let's go pull up the Twitch docs. Actually, I should check my issues quick. Can't make it work with, I have to give, I need to cut a release here. Releases, draft new release. Oh wait, is this what it, yeah, it was this, okay. Draft new release, v 1.1.0. Cool, that's done. Just No, let me click it. Come on, Apple. Chat, I'm having a rough morning already. I was gonna start streaming 40 minutes ago at 6:45 a.m. and then Baxter decided to throw up on a carpet and he was an inch away from hardwood floor. And then I started cleaning that up and he went over to the other carpet and threw up on that carpet. So I spent 20 minutes cleaning dog puke first thing this morning. There's like, I shit you not, there is so little carpet in like the main part of our house out here that like you have to try. You have to try to throw up on the carpet. Ugh, drives me crazy. All right, so that's taken care of. That's merged. I forget how I even built this. And I need to just like sit down for a full day and just finish the work on this. Can you upload a small repo with a small neovim config using LSP? What did he say? He's using LSP 0? Yeah. That this is reproducible. Could you, not can you? Thanks for opening the issue, and sorry you're running into this problem. Do that, and then we're gonna label this with help wanted and needs reporter action. What up, Davey? This is my favorite label of all time for maintaining open source repos. Needs reporter action. It saves me so much time and stress. Okay. Does anyone have some music? Oh, I know what I want to listen to. But feel free to make music requests. We're eventually, once we get this Twitch bot working, we're going to build a Spotify integration. And yeah, I got a lot of ideas. I want to use this Gleam stuff for making my stream more interactive. It's going to be a no from me, dog. Oh, yeah. We're done with that. All right, all issues are good there. And we were going to the Twitch docs before I went down my notifications rabbit hole. RB is an absolute queen. Ugh, fine, fine. We'll play it. Immediately. Immediately. All right, where's the authentication? What headers do we need when we make this? just parameters. So we do need the client ID and the client secret, which we have there. What about the other flows before I go down this rabbit hole? Nothing more. You couldn't need anything else other than client ID and client secret. Okay. This is going to be annoying, but it's going to be fine. So the thing we need to do is we need to remove the client from these requests. Are you using OIDC now? I don't know what OIDC is. Isn't that like OpenID? Yeah. No, I'm not. I was just, I need to rip out this client to the auth endpoints because I'm building like this abstraction called auth providers, and the clients are going to use auth providers. So I can't like, it would create a circular dependency, and I don't technically need the client for these API requests anyways. So I'll rip that out, and we're going to rip this out. And let's rotate this window, close this, v-split that, open our client to see how we're making that request. In fact, the other thing I wanted to do before we get started is I wanted to try and install the other language server and try that. Glass Gleam. It's one of these. That's 21 stars. This is the not right one. Glass. I think it's this guy or this person. Yeah. I think it's on Nix. Yeah. So that's on 0.2.2. What is the release over here? Tags. 0.2.3. It's not updated yet. That's probably fine. Let's see how they recommend installing. Does this have a wiki? How does this have 2 licenses? Can you have 2 licenses on a project? That feels weird, right? There's no wiki. All right, let's go to Nix packages, and maybe we can just update this ourselves real quick. Whoops. And what am I on? Am I on unstable? Where do I look at this? Nix packages 23.1. Nix OS 23. There we go. I want this one. And we want to look in packages, and then let's look for a glass. This one. So that's on 0.2.3. Is this just searching the wrong thing? Zero dot 2.1. Oh, that's on unstable. So in Well, I have the right version, so. All right, so let's install that then. We'll say over in Home Manager, we will add that to be available to NeoVim, and we'll say packages dot what is the. All right, we are going back to Big Gigantic. Alternative. Did I spell that right? Guess so. Alternative LSP for Gleam. So let's right quit there. And let's do that. Go pull, commit, whip, whip, push. Let's rebuild our system. We're talking about using Elixir at work instead of a graph database. The current issue we have is that the Haskell app is not scaling good. So our sync for some products takes like 12 hours with a graph database. We do not need a sync. But Elixir could also work and we could distribute tasks. Oh. Glass is missing? Nix flake update. Yeah, Priv. Do it in Gleam. It'll be like OCaml and Haskell. Oh yeah, Haley, that's a great question. We were wondering that. Like, what is the story for scaling Gleam OTP at the moment? Like, is there any written literature or examples on scaling Gleam OTP apps? I found some discussion in the Discord, and they were talking about similar problems, Ryan, that we were talking about last night, where like how do you type messages that come from other applications in the cluster? Yeah, exactly. So it's like you almost just need to like, I was gonna say you almost need to like use the dynamic module, but then you're paying the price of runtime validation on every message, and that's super expensive. How about we try this now? GWB. Is it gonna find glass? Oh, that's because, is that packages from Home Manager or is that from Nix packages? That should pick up. Why can I not get that? Ninjatron, where are you? Let's see here. Nix. Search. I freaking see it. Packages by name GL Glass. Why is this not finding it? We're on 23.11. GL Glass. What the frack? Not Haskell. What in the world? What about on unstable? So it's on unstable, but it's not on 2311? That's weird, right, chat? For... Prip said, I think I need to add more context. We have a sync every night that calculates how much of a carbon footprint our product has, and we also have a huge category tree. So if we change a value on each the 7th level in category tree, do we need to recalculate everything? Oh, Gleam my Beamel. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Because, like, if we look at 2311 on Nix OS, what about just Nix 2311? Am I dumb? Do I not know how to use Nix right now? Honestly, Haley, you're not wrong. I guess it's not on 23.1, it's on unstable. So theoretically, I bet if I jumped over here and I made this to unstable, and we jumped over to our flake.nix, just theoretically, not that I want to do this, I just want to see if it works. This is where I bork my entire build. Nix is great when it works. Nix is better than everything else when it breaks, and the worst ever when it's wrong. Although I will say I would rather deal with Nix problems than the problems I've had where I have system conflicts, system dependency conflicts with Brew. That is a nightmare, especially across projects. I have lost so many developer days to that. All right, we're just going to install this the normal way and forget about what we're doing here because I don't care that much. We'll just install the binary. Let's go back to here, neovim. We'll delete you so that gets into DWB. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's hard. It's not hard for me to recommend Nix. If you have the drive and the willingness to learn Nix up front, it's well worth it. Especially like once you get the language down, it's a lot easier to debug things because it's just like it's functions the whole way down and the language is pretty simple. But it's still, until you hit that point where you're comfortable with like going into like building derivations and stuff, like it is truly a nightmare. And whatever is next after Nix that uses the same model as Nix for software building, I think will be great. But yeah, Nix is a pain in the ass. So let's go back to Glass, and we're gonna see if we can install this from source. Releases, tags, source code. I guess I could just like build from this, right? Is there a make file? Oh, it's cargo. Okay, that's okay. How do I build? Does anyone know how to build with cargo? I wonder if there's anything in the Gleam Discord. I know there's like an ongoing thread on Glass. Is that under sharing? Yeah, here we go. Someone surely has installation instructions for NeoVim. Where do I get the binary? So you want to know how to build Rust projects? We're gonna go for it. I've never done this, or I haven't done this for several years. We're gonna figure it out. No, I want tag. I'm gonna clone that. Oh, I guess we already got the source, right? So let's downloads, Glass. Let's take that into, why do I not have code over here? Can I cut that? Copy. Dude, I hate Finder. Finder is so bad. Nope, not Elgato. Why does it... What did that download as? Like, why would I ever want this view? Where's modified? Give me modified. Downloads. Glass. It's right there. To talk about. This is stupid. This is so dumb. I can't Linux. Copy tilde / downloads. I'm looking at it right there. Glass. There it is. And we want to put it up a directory. Thank you. And what is it? Unzip. Glass. Change into Glass. And then let's nix shell. How do we think we get cargo? Nix, Rust. What about just cargo? All right, we're going for it. These packages, cargo. I don't know. I haven't written Rust since I haven't written Rust since like 2020, 2021. And then I only played around with doing some, building a little CLI for like a serverless deploy. Like the framework serverless, not like architecture serverless. Okay, well that's loading. We're just gonna open up a second terminal over here. And we're gonna go to glitch. And we're gonna switch that sides. We're gonna vim in here. We're gonna go to API/auth. What up, Lambda? And in here, yeah, so it's vsplit. And let's go look at how the client was doing fetches. So let's go look at post, because we just have to copy this code, basically. Yeah, so we don't even make headers. So we can just go over here, and rather than ever using the client, we'll say API, we'll add onto here, API request dot set method, and that will be a post, and we're gonna have to import that. So let's go up to, that will come from Gleam HTTP. Gleam/HTTP and type, I don't know if this is gonna come from request. No, it is. Okay. Oh, it's not a type, right. Maybe it is just HTTP. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Damn, cargo is taking forever to build. I guess that makes sense. So this is our get token, that's refresh token. And then in here, we set that to post. We don't have to do anything special with the headers. We can actually get rid of this auth request thing. So we can delete that, and we'll come over here, and this will just be headers of the request, or of the client. Oh, it returns a result? Okay, well, sure. Okay, do that. Do the same thing here, because we're never gonna make, yeah, okay, that looks good. All right, cargo's built, so let's right quit out of this, and let's go to create another one, and this will be glass. In fact, we can just go to our Gleam session, and we'll create a tab, rename this glass, go to personal, change directory into glass, and we'll do our Nix shell cargo. And now we should be able to do cargo build. Actually, let's do a tree PB copy, and then we're gonna ask Copilot how to do this. How do I build glass with cargo? Damn it. All right, so we go into crates. And then we go into glass. Let's see if it's right. And we'll say cargo build. Yeah, I'm a Rust dev. I don't want to brag, but I'm a Rust dev. What do you know about it? Rust, by the way. Dye my hair blue? Alright, yeah, we'll dye my hair blue. Did it work? Where does it spit it out at? Finish dev'd does this... How do I release for production? I have a typo, but... Oh, I didn't know I was on ChatGPT 3.5. I almost always use 4. Cargo build release. Cargo build dash rdm Molroy. That's the command. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Rust, by the way. I'm a real dev now. Actually, I feel like you need to work in an enterprise Java application at least once in your life to earn the badge of developer. I don't actually mean that, but I kind of mean that. All right, so we've got, where does that build to? Where does it build to? Target. Do we have a target directory? Maybe up? I'm just kidding, Haley. I would never gatekeep development like that. I pay enough for therapy as it is. I don't need to add that kind of Java. Don't worry, we're not doing any enterprise Java on stream. It builds to target / release. I don't see that. Is it in the root? There it is. So I should be able to do like target releases glass, I guess. Is that a directory? No, that's a binary. All right, okay, that looks good. This should be Gleam unknown. Does that, okay, whatever. That gives us the binary. So let's go back to NeoVim. And we're going to go into our config. We're going to come in here. Actually, we're going to quit this window. We're going to Vim in here. And we're going to go to our LSP. Where the hell are we? How did we get over here? Ckick. Vim. Search file. Not spelling. Search file. Did it again. I am struggling today. The dog throwing up this morning has just thrown everything off for my day. So down here with Gleam, we're going to add a command, and it's going to be tilde /code /personal /glass /target /glass release /glass. Java is exposure therapy. Facts. So command is going to be glass. Okay, so we can do that. And then we can do dash dash standard IO. And then, okay, maybe that works. Let's try doing this, DWB. Is it entering you into normal mode, Ryan, when you do that? It's going next. Oh, so that's a keybind then issue. What a weird default. I'm gonna actually bump up the heat in my house because it is cold. It is. Why is it cooling to 73? No wonder it's cold in my office. Good Lord. We'll heat to 69. Weird flex. I should also, almost all of my lights in my house I have wired up. I need to order smart switches. Like I should be able to control that one. I can even control my key lights. All right. Do we think this is gonna work, chat? I'm not super confident, but we're gonna try. Let me out. Do we think that worked? Gleam, unable to find executable. Okay, I can just make it a direct path. So this is what happened to Ryan and why he had to expand the path, but I think I can just do replace that with slash users slash DMM Leroy. If I could type my own name. I love saxophones. This band is called Big Gigantic. They're like a saxophone EDM band. They're freaking sick. Okay. Looks like we're connected. What happens if I do... Can't tell if that's working. Does this give me... That looks like it's working. I can't tell. Yeah, it is working, right? Because we're getting feedback. Okay, we've got glass running, folks. Nice. All right. So in here, we set that, and then we do... I think we just pipe this to... Let's comment that. Do we have block comments, I wonder? Oh, we do. No, we don't. Just kidding. Thought we did. Then in here, I think we do API request dot... Oh my God, this is so much nicer. Nice. It just needs some syntax highlighting, but I'll take it. We went to send. Shouldn't it just be send? Let's see here. API request. Don't we have a send method? How do we... Oh no, it's API. We have this API. So this will be, we gotta jump up here, yank that, API, then we go here, we delete there, jump back down here, and this will be delete to dot, and that should just take send, which then I think we can do this, and we pipe that into API response. In fact, we can just take this, throw that there, GC that, delete that, expected type, found type. So maybe we just do result.map. Or what does our client do when we do this? Nothing fancy. Oh, we have to do result.try. So this we do result.try here. Do we have result in here? We do. So as incorrect arity, why didn't that work? Which thing has incorrect arity? It's this one. There we go. Nice. Okay, that looks good. So we should be able to copy this then for this guy, and this doesn't even... Okay, this is going to need some stuff, but... Oh, go to definition works. So this is going to take a client. So we get the client credentials and the client secret. Right, we still need that passed in. This still isn't completely right. Get token request. Well, actually, I guess it is, right? Because when we create a token request, we have several versions of it. So here, rather than passing in clients to make this, okay, yeah. So let's fix authorization code grant. Let's center this in the screen. Whoops. Didn't mean to fold that. ZZ. Yeah, let's keep that there. And then new authorization code grant. That's going to need a client ID, which is a string, a client secret, which is a string, grant type. We don't need that. We do need a redirect URI. Okay. So we don't need this anymore because we'll have those straight up. We just return that. This doesn't even need to be a result anymore. Nice. Nice. All right, then client credentials just takes a ID and a secret. So let's just yoink those, drop that in there. This isn't a complete that. Delete that, delete that, cool. And then new refresh token grant. That takes a ID, a secret, and a refresh token. I'm not sure that's even true. When we do refresh token, okay, we do need all three. Okay. So we can do the same thing here. We yoink those, We throw this in here, and then we also get a refresh token, which will be a string, which should probably actually make that a type. So let's say to do mimic access token type. And we'll delete G, find that, delete to there, do the same thing and the same thing, nix that. We don't need that anymore. And we can delete there, delete around there. So let's actually, before I forget, token, we just do this. And this is going to take client ID, which is a string. This will be a secret. And then we also need a refresh token. And that will take all of those things. Oh, actually, this will be a get token request. Get token request. And we're going to have to add some validation here. So let's comment out these two functions because I think they might be invalid. Because we're going to have to add validation. Because this could be to do validate the get token. Oh God, this is not good. I don't know what that's doing. I don't like that second window. That's weird. What up, the Briefost? All right, so let's go to our types, and we're gonna take our access token. Oh, so an access token has a refresh token on it. So maybe we take the access token. We'll leave it as is right now. So here we're going to say yeah, that like second LSP window is really, really annoying. I've never seen like a double window pop up like this. It's the documentation for it, but the documentations, I actually have seen that. It's because they're adding the signature over there, which is super weird. Okay, I understand why this is happening now. This suddenly makes more sense. Okay, we'll do that. And then the first case will be, I forget what they are. So let's v-split this. Can I go to definition on that? If it is a refresh token grant, we're just going to return some sort of error. Otherwise, we can do everything else here. Okay. We now needed like an error type to return. We have this request error. Pub type. Auth error. And we'll say invalid token request. And this will be expected import glitch. Oh no. Oh no, that's right. Expected found. It's expected. Spelled that wrong. Let's do receive. Do that. Okay, and then in here we can return a error of Twitch API error, and that will be a invalid get token. Oh wait, these are the same types. Invalid token request. What up, y'all? What up, Senyin? Then we can go, still can't import. This will be auth error. Okay, this also needs auth error of auth error. And we need also, this will just be in auth error. We should start making some helpers to construct these errors. Invalid token request. Get token. Hell yeah. Capuchin and Mona Lisa, winning combo. And this will be a auth error. Twitch API error. Don't we have that brought in? I guess not. Oh, it's not a constructor. Right. Right. We jump down here. We don't need this outer one. There we go. Yeah, there we go, chat. There we go. That's what we want. And then down here, we can basically do the same thing. Although this will be the other way around, right? So rather than the error being up here, go there, do in Word, paste that there, do that, and we need to drop that down below here. Format that. That should be good. This is going to take right, that's a request. Then that has all the pieces we needed in it from it. That's good. That's good. All right, I think this is good. Which thing is unimported? It's just LSP being weird. All right, so that looks good. So if we go back to our auth providers, we can start implementing these a little bit better now. Or actually, token fetcher is going to have problems. Yep. So this isn't going to take a client anymore. And this is instead going to take a client ID and a client secret. I'm not even convinced we need that, but so this will just be client ID then. Yeah. Next error. So this, what does this take now? A string URI. So we should go fix that. Oh, that was so lovely. I went to definition across the project, roasted. That was nice. How do I do? Ah, that is how I do it. Okay. And then we'll do 3 at Q. Nice. And we'll do 2 at Q. And let's see here. 3 at Q. Great. Then we can go back here. Now we should have better. Oh, come on. I was hoping that would show me I was hoping it would give me the labels in here. So client ID, so this will be state.client ID, state.client secret, and then what do we take for auth? For auth code grant, client ID code. So I'd say code and then redirect URI. Yeah. And what is this upset about now? Oh, this isn't cool. This isn't a result anymore. So that's kind of nice. We don't need to pass the token. All right, so this actually came out relatively elegant. Okay, that all looks good. Token finisher can't use the client. And now this takes our client ID and our client secret. And everything should, knock on wood, just work. Are we feeling lucky, chat? Token fetcher.fetch. Expected and arity. I don't think that's right. I think this is the language server getting upset. No? I don't think that's true. All right, so maybe this language server isn't it yet. I'm having to restart a lot more than the other one. All right, let's see if this actually runs. So let's say Gleam build, see if that at least works, and Gleam run. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, sweet. Louis started streaming. If he's still streaming when we're done, we'll give him a raid. Okay, so this is feeling good. So now we can go back to our auth providers that we were working on. And we'll come in here, and we've got a bunch of work to do in here. So let's actually just comment this out to reduce some of the noise. So our auth provider is going to have a token fetcher on it. Yeah, they're all going to have token fetchers, except for the static auth provider. So when we're in here, new client credentials provider, we'll have our token fetcher, and this will take client ID, client secret. Oh yeah, I don't think I like this language server right now. We're going to go turn this off and switch it back over to the normal one. Do that. Hey Alice, how are you today? Did you finish Gleam's language server yet? Man, my hands are cold. I'm gonna be right back, chat. I'm gonna go grab. I'm gonna go put my coffee mug on my charger and go grab a space heater. All right. So we've got our normal language server back up and running. Let's see here. Remove role crash dump. And let's vim in. And we'll go back to where we just were in our auth provider. Jump down to our errors. And this is going to take, let's vsplit and go to here. Our token fetcher for new takes scopes and our redirect URI. So that should be good. And then we want to return a client credentials auth provider, which is going to basically be all the same things. Client secret or client, oh, that's a bug. Client ID, client secret, scopes, and redirect URI. Is that not right? And then the token fetcher. Winnie, no barks. Ma'am. Client ID. Winnie Marie, you want to go in timeout? Oh, it's a result. Why does that need to be a result? Oh, I guess start returns a result. Okay, I guess that's okay. I guess we'll just use start error for now, and we'll write a to-do to change that. Sure. In fact, we don't want to do that. We'll say, so use token fetcher, and then we'll do result.try. Paste that in there. Hmm. Um, there's not that there's anything that I don't. There's like not a specific feature that is broken or doesn't work well, Alice. It's that it's just lacking functionality. So I wonder if we actually want to return this. Haley, are you still in here? Well, what is it lacking that I would like? Better go to definition, like hover docs more consistently. It's also not the biggest one. I think is probably that it is not recoverable. I think is the term. Um, so like as soon as it hits an error, it kind of just stops working. That's the big one that is annoying. Everything else will come over time, but man, it is painful to just like kind of have it stop. I don't think I want. I don't think I want this state here. I think I just want this to return a token fetcher. That's a typo too. Like I can't rename. That would be nice to have is rename. Because now I'm just gonna do this authorization. Okay, we'll do that. And then down here, we got to do like let assert, okay, subject. I don't even know what to call this. Let's call this foo for a second. And it'll be actor dot start state. Oh wait, we can't even get here, right? So maybe we do want to start. How do we want to model this? Oh yeah, I'm in the process of fixing that for Polaris because I'm rewriting the type checking to be more constraint-based for type classes anyways. Noise. Auth provider. So when we start this, we do start the actor. How do I add those fonts to my NeoVim config? Yeah, so Sen is right. You're gonna wanna, the font is Mona Lisa. So a link should be here. It's a paid font, but the way I set up my fonts is if you go look at my config, I use Ghosty as my terminal emulator, and then I configure my fonts like this. So you basically set the font in your terminal for Vim rather than inside Vim itself. Have you seen Cartograph CF font? I have not. Do you have a link? I do have an appreciation for fonts. So this should take handle fetch state. Is private type, okay, sure. We'll make that a pub opaque type. Okay, that looks good. And new. And this is going to return a result of token fetcher and start error. Right? What? Oh. Oh. So you're saying this would be a subject of message. Yeah, so that would need to be public. I see. So it's almost like, where do we use this? We don't use it anywhere. So the token fetcher is actually going to be a alias for message. I don't think I can mark this as opaque either. No. So now we can say this is going to return a token fetcher. But that's actually a subject of message. Nice. Do we like that API though? What up, John? What's the name of the terminal emulator? It's Ghosty, yeah. Ghost, it's getting so, they're like hashing out some kernel panics, but it's getting really close. There's a really good YouTube video from Zig Showtime on Ghosty. And even if you, I've talked about this on stream many times, but even if you do not care about terminals or terminal emulators or Zig, this talk by Mitchell Hashimoto, who's the guy who's building Ghosty, he also started HashiCorp and built Console and Terraform and all those things. This talk is so good just from a genuine software engineering perspective. Very good. Let's go look at these fonts. Ooh, this looks pretty already. I do like this. Does it have ligatures? It does. It's so similar to Mona Lisa though. Can I make it not bold italic? And just do like a regular cartograph. Wait, why didn't it change this? These are still italic, aren't they? It is a pretty looking font. Ooh. She do be purty. We're gonna just go ahead and add that. What's this run ya? 225 bucks. I don't need all the styles. So I'd want regular bold, regular italic, bold italic. I'd probably want those. 125. Maybe. I'm pretty happy with Mono Lisa right now, but we'll keep it on my list. Had my retina knocked off by some clown. Damn, that's intense. I definitely like I think I like cartograph more than elograph for sure. Okay, back to coding. I think we can take you and put you in here. And let's highlight that. Which means down here, this will be token fetcher. I guess we could alias it internal, right? I don't think this will work. I can't hide everything I want to do here. Because like if I do pub type token fetcher, right, and I try to alias it to token fetcher foo, it's gonna be like, yo dog. Or maybe it will let me do that. I thought it would yell at me for... Okay, that seems like it's fine, right? Okay, I guess that does work. So I think I can just do this. Right? I feel like this is what we just had though. Oh, we didn't want this to be public. Yeah. Frick. Okay. Okay, that's fine, I guess. So now in here, we're gonna have to bubble the result up. So that actually looks good. And let's take care of the error while we're thinking about it. Let's be a auth error, and we'll say we'll have a token fetcher start error. Anyone have any exciting Friday or weekend plans? Anyone planning on checking out Gleam this weekend? Really, let's push this error down into the token fetcher. Literally waiting for my wife to go into labor. Oh my goodness. Congratulations, Dan. That's so exciting. Claps in the chat for Dan. That's amazing, dude. Is this going to be your first child? First time? Dude, that's so exciting. I don't think I'll ever have kids, but if I did have kids, I would want a daughter. That's amazing, dude. I'm super happy for you. You have many golden fluffy kids already? That's true. I have enough golden retrievers to last, well, not last a lifetime, but they keep my hands full right now. I would love to retire and like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the golden ratio on social media. I would love to retire to like the keys and just have Goldens and rescue Goldens. The golden ratio. This is like my favorite Twitter account. They pretty much rescue Goldens, and they always have like 6 or 7 of them, and they post updates all day or every day. And right now they just got 2 new puppies, and it's so adorable. I love them. And yeah, they're down the keys, so like they go swimming every day. Let me see if I can like look at that beautiful. Ugh. Just like this is the dream. Maybe if for sell IPOs, I can go retire to the keys and then just freelance and work on open source. Thank you for the follow, Dan. All right, so rather than returning a start error in here, we're going to come in here and we're going to say result.replace error. Replace error, and we're going to pass it auth error, and the auth error will have a token fetcher start error. So we have to go bring in result. Somehow we don't have it in here yet. Result, and then we also want to bring in error. And we'll bring in Twitch API. In fact, we can just come over here and copy the same import. And then down here, this is going to oh, I did this at the wrong place. I'm dumb. It's like, this doesn't make sense. Type mismatch, right? So this will be, we'll go down here and we'll grab this and we'll paste that in there. There we go. Now we don't have to do this part. We push that error handling down in. Good. In fact, while we're at it, let's just do cleanup while we're looking at the stuff we need to clean up on. Let's go to error. We're actually going to move this up a directory, and we're going to go into error. Oh my goodness. Dan. Dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You did not have to sub. If you have a Venmo, Dan, and you want to DM me your Venmo, I would love to pay for your wife and your dinner like the next day or two so you have money to order food and take out. Dude, come on. That's one less thing you have to worry about. DM me. If you insist. But I would absolutely love to do that for you. Oh my goodness. Hype train rolling. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are nuts. All right, so we moved error. We have that in here, and let's rename this. We're actually going to use Spectre here. So let's launch Spectre. We're going to do a find and replace on Twitch API error. We're just going to rename that to Twitch error. And we'll do that. That should replace everything. And then the last thing we want to find and replace on is going to be import glitch /API /error. And that's going to become, thanks for your content, keep it up. Stopping you from focusing on your work. Listen, if you've been here long enough, you'll know I get super distracted all the time. But I appreciate, Zoo, that you like the content. I stream because I enjoy hanging out with you guys. That's seriously, like, selfishly, the reason why I stream is because it's just such a good sense of community with people that have similar interests. And yeah, y'all are awesome. All right, so that should fix everything. We should then be able to go into API and delete this one. And hopefully we have no build problems if Spectre worked correctly. So let's pop open our terminal and do a Gleam build. All right, I think we're still building. There's a lot of output. Nice, we are. We had a warning in a couple places that auth provider. Okay, they're both still an auth provider, which is what we would expect. So let's go back to auth provider. And we should be able to just start cranking on this now. And this is going to take, our static provider is going to have just an access token and scopes. Let's add that. Paste that in there. And this will have the same return type. I want to know about doggies. You have some? Yeah, let me get the dogs in here. Winnie, Bodie, look. Look, what do I have? Come here, guys. Come here. Yes. Hello, good girl. Yes. Oh, yes. So the white one is Bodie. This guy's Bodie. He's 3 years old. He just turned 3. This one's Winnie. Come here, Win. Bodie, get back. You got your attention. Let me see Winnie. Bodie, back. Sit. Sit. Stay. Stay. This is Winnie. Winnie is turning 7 in a couple weeks. So Bodie, the white one, we rescued him. Justine, who's my my significant other, we volunteered for a golden retriever rescue in Raleigh, and we rescued him from that rescue. His story's crazy. And then Winnie, I got her as a puppy at 8 weeks old. Yeah, Bodie is a, they're called an English cream golden retriever. He's also a therapy dog. So Justine will take him into like hospice care and hospitals and elementary schools and colleges. Yeah, he is an absolute angel. Just be that. Oh, yeah, we don't need a token fetcher for you. This probably still does need scopes. Access token. Yeah, no, there's different kinds of goldens. So there's like 3 kind of goldens. There's like dark red, there's like your normal golden one, and then there's your white. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Gooey. Appreciate you. Y'all are awesome. It'd be nice if we didn't have to. I have an idea to make this API maybe a little bit nicer, so we don't have to return results on the constructors. We can come down here and let's get rid of that, and we'll just return none here. If I could type to help the doggos. I appreciate that. They need all the help they can get, especially Bodhi. He's actually Winnie has been a walking health problem most of her life. She's a lemon. We love her, but she's a lemon. Fortunately, she's had like no health issues for like almost the past 2 years now, which is amazing. But like the first 5 years of her life, buying pet insurance probably has made a significant difference in where I am at in life. In the 5 years that I had Winnie when she was having some health issues, I was reimbursed $27,000 from vet bills for Winnie, that I didn't end up having to pay out of pocket because I bought pet insurance when she was born. Yeah, not all pet insurance is made equally. There is definitely shitty pet insurance out there. But if you get the right policy, I highly recommend it to everyone. I use a provider called Healthy Paws. Yeah, they've been great. But yeah, she's been healthy. She got pneumonia as a puppy and she almost died there. And that was very, very expensive. And then she tore her bicep tendon, and she partially tore it once, and then rehabbing that was very, very expensive. And then she ended up fully tearing that and then had to get a really invasive surgery, removing her bicep tendon, and then had to do even more therapy on that. And she had anal gland issues and we had to get those removed. Like, it was a whole thing. But she's been a healthy girl for a while now. Unfortunately, Bodhi has had 0 health issues. And we can probably copy this. Whoop, it's not what we wanted. Yank around that. Go back down here. Paste that there. What do you need? Expected 6 arguments, got 5. Client ID. Oh, it needs the access token. Okay, so we'll come over here and we'll yoink these. Come in here. Do that. Paste that in. What is this subset about? Oh, we don't pass the token fetcher in, right? Okay, so that looks good. So now we can new up our auth providers. Let's do a commit. Refactor errors to top level package / module. Implement auth provider constructors. Push that. Clear that. So now we probably Yeah, we did this. We handled this problem. So what do we need the token providers to do? We need to have, we have some of the API built down here. So get access token. So this is going to be a good function to implement. So let's do this, and this will take a auth provider, which will be an auth provider. And we will say, we're going to have to match, right? Auth provider. And then the three things we can match on is client credentials. And this will be, this probably also needs an optional access token. So let's do that, and we'll say, let's just return nil for a second. And this is going to take none. I feel like we have to be getting close to somebody winning that. So now that we're in here, we want to go and make that an error. So let's say, yeah, it's truly random. The code is right here. If you want to audit it. So what happens when this runs is that it says on redemption, if we match on the right reward and the user is not bad cop, we say so-and-so just redeemed, 0.9 0.01% chance to win a Keychron Q4. And then we just do a brief pause. And then we generate a winning number. And we say the winning number will be this winning number. And then we do another quick pause and say rolling our 10,000 sided die. And then our rolled number is just another random number between 0, or I guess between 1 and 10,000. And then we check if it's a winner, and we say that. So that's like how it completely, this is the code that's running when that happens. And this is actually what we're trying to replace with what we're building in Glitch. I'm going to turn off the sound. I'm not sure, John. Thank you for the follow, Sal's. Winnie Marie. Maybe we don't even need to put the token fetcher as a stateful thing. I don't think we do. So we know, I guess we still need to match. Well, actually, let's just pass down through the things we need. We're going to need basically all of you. And we can pass that then straight to, we now have result in? No, we don't. For Gleam / result. Come back down here, and this is going to get client ID, client secret, scopes, and redirect URI. And we then say we make a new process. So let's that was driving me crazy. So we need to bring in Erlang process to make a mailbox. So then down at the bottom down here, we will say let mailbox equal process dot new subject. And then we will say token fetcher dot fetch, pass in our token fetcher and our mailbox. And then we can select on this. We don't want to assert. This will be we got to bring in the identity function. And down here. Okay, that is in fact the type we want. But this is actually going to return yeah. All right, so let's go back to our errors and make an error for this. Our auth errors, so we have a token fetch start error. We also want a token fetcher error, I guess, just of some kind. Yeah, I saw that Prime's quitting Netflix. I thought it was really I thought it was touching at how emotional he got when he was talking about how supportive his wife was, and the night that Pirate gave him the coin and told him to go all in, and he called his wife, and she's like, "I want you to do this." Like it, I thought it was a really touching story. He basically almost cried on stream yesterday, and it was yeah, very human, very real. I'm excited for him. I think he'll do great. So here we're going to return a auth error of a token fetch error. Token fetcher error. Token fetcher. Let's name this token fetcher fetch error. Fetcher fetch error, and this will take the error. And then we need to go import that because this is going to be, we need token fetcher fetch error. Good morning, Meta. We're returning a Twitch error of nil. How are we returning a Twitch error of nil? Oh, does selecting forever not propagate? Erlang. And then process, and we want our selecting forever. Gets an A, which propagates from this. Oh, it's because we never made an error in our token fetcher. Right there, we return nil. So let's go ahead and bring in token fetcher fetch error, and we're going to go down to nil, and this will be a token. What will this be? So it'll actually be an auth error of an error. What am I doing wrong? Oh, because I have to pass in. Ew, I don't like that. So let's get rid of that for now. And we will return a auth error. And this will be a Twitch error of a auth error. There we go. Nice. You probably need to go map that though. Oh, we're just asserting the whole way. So let's go ahead and write a, we might as well just do this while we're here. What is, oh, we don't need that. Token fetcher fetch error. That should be in scope, shouldn't it? No, it's not. Wait, what? Why are there pause buttons in your code? They're not pause buttons, they're ligatures for the pipe. So it's a, that's what the actual characters are. It's how you chain function calls. So the result of this function call gets passed to this function as its first argument. The result of this one gets passed to this function. The result of this one gets passed to that function. They're just ligatures. Let's get this working. There we go. Okay, so do we want these functions to, what is this result type? It's just a response with an access token. I don't even think we need this. Unless that's the pattern. Am I using that pattern for everything? Result list message. Yeah, we shouldn't make people unbox that. So let's get rid of this thing completely. We'll get rid of this. And this will be an access token. And then this will be access token. And down here, this is no longer a thing. This will be access token dot decoder. And same deal down here. Access token. And you become access token dot decoder. Now we can undo what we just did in here. Yep, that looks good. Okay, that feels better. Rebuilding. Thank you for the follow, Paulo. In auth provider. Yeah, okay. So this, we can probably just ignore this type definition and let it get inferred. And what does this become now? Twitch error, auth error. Nice. I still don't feel great that I can't wrap that error. Like, I want to take this a step further and wrap that error. Like, I really want this to have a... I guess it can be recursive. Yeah, we can have recursive types. So down here, this will take error. And down here, we just have to map this to have an additional error. And then we probably have to, okay, keep going. Pass the generics through. I don't freaking... Would you choose Gleam, OCaml, or Elixir as a first functional programming language? I'd say Gleam is probably the best introduction to functional programming. Maybe that's what we want. Yeah, I think that is actually what we want. So let's grab that to here. We'll come over here, back to there, and then we want to paste to there. And we have our access token in, and we just need to bring in Twitch API response. Bring that up here. And now let's go copy that type. That's how we percolate it up through. This guy. Yank that, go down here. This becomes that. And then down here, should be able to map here. How do I do this? How do I turn this into a one-liner? Paulo, oh, you got an ad? I would suggest Gleam. I think Gleam is the friendliest introduction to functional programming without a doubt. And then Fatuti GGS, how do you feel about Gleam so far? I am really, really enjoying Gleam. Really, really enjoying it. Okay, so that looks good. Are we building right now? We have an error in auth provider. So let's go back to our auth provider. Actually, we still screwed that up. Or no, we didn't. No, we didn't. We're gonna soon have to make some helper functions because this is a pain. That is exactly what we want to return. What up, Sock? So I think the problem is it's not even up here. What am I doing wrong? Expected type subject to result access token Twitch error auth error. Where do we say that? I don't even think I have that annotated anywhere in here. Why would we expect that? Oh, because the token fetcher returns a different error. Right. Can I just make this an error? Okay. This is so painful. I think I would have to come in here and then do like auth error and wrap that again. Is that what it needs to do? We need to figure out some better error handling. Because this is technically... If we do an LSP restart, what does this get us? We're still upset, which tells me that our message might be messed up. No, that looks good. Be so nice if we could just do like... Right, because we have to give it a concrete type. Because we don't want to thread, we don't want to put a token fetcher generic on there. I cannot figure out where I'm going wrong here. Expected type, subject result access token, Twitch error. Where do I just have Twitch error API response? I don't understand where that gets. Replace error. Is it this? This is kind of the pain here. Okay. Now, what is new inferring as? So maybe we grab that. We're gonna have to wrap up here in a minute, chat. I'll probably do some streaming this weekend, or maybe even tonight. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And let's do that. So this has to be where it's going wrong. Okay, now that's happy. So that's valid. Whatever keyboard that is, I need it. It is a Keychron Q4. Let's paste that. Now we still have an error. I found the problem. It's because I didn't freaking annotate this. Right here. This is why you annotate types, chat. Inference just screwed me there. And really, this should be an auth error. So how do we get that there? I have no idea why this isn't working. So that's a Twitch error. Oh, right, because auth error is, we have to do this? No. All right, we're gonna go a little bit longer right now just to get this fixed. So we construct that. Do we just take that? That's not right either. Oh, that's actually... That's closer. Now we're just back to what I did before. How do I get from this type? I want to get from this type to this type right here. Twitch error, auth error. So we construct this. Am I thinking about this wrong? Maybe that is right. Can I say this? Twitch error. Can we just do that? No, of course not. That would be too convenient. Is that what we want? That is what we want, isn't it? I think that's all we want. I am working today. I'm just stuck in this problem that I'm not going to be productive at work if I don't figure this out. So then maybe we delete that. We do this, that's fine. We do that. Do we still have an extra here? No, that's right. And lastly, we come up here. If you use a type variable in a local type string like that, basically there's no meaning. It's a column that isn't actually bound anywhere. I opened an issue about this like a year ago, but apparently it doesn't come up often enough. Do you have a link to that, Alice? I don't fully understand, but I would like to read what you wrote about it. Thank you. All right, we're going to wrap up here, chat. We got all the issues taken care of in here. And if I end up streaming tonight, we'll pick up here. Otherwise, maybe some weekend streams. And if not, we'll be back Monday morning at 7 a.m. Thank you for all the new subs and followers. I appreciate all of you. We are quickly approaching 3,000 followers, which is unbelievable. But let's go find somebody to raid. And, oh, Louis. Well, that's a no-brainer. We're going to go raid Louis, who is the creator of Gleam. Go show him some love, y'all. Have a lovely Friday and a lovely weekend. I appreciate all of you. Mm-hmm.